Okay, just gonna check my dashboard and make sure everything is set to what I want. That looks good. Just checking YouTube's dashboard. Okay, everything looks okay. Okay, if you're just tuning in, thanks a lot. I'm Orange Pylon. Welcome to Orange Pylon Gaming. We're going to do things a little bit different in this stream. We're not going to be streaming PS4 or mobile games. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing of 3 items. One's going to be pretty quick, and the other 2, there should be components to look at, and hopefully it's going to be a little bit interesting. The items, 2 of the items, well, all 3 of the items you can get on Amazon. That's where I purchased them. There's a little bit of an issue with shipping, so I went and picked up one of the items at one of the audio stores local to me. But you can get them all on Amazon, excuse me. And after this video, I'll see if I can put links in the description if you're watching on YouTube. Okay, so I think we can get things going here. Like I said, my name is Orange Pylon. I go by Orange Pylon, and you're watching Orange Pylon Gaming. Okay, so firstly, we have something here to open the packaging, and obviously another tool here to open things up. So I'm just going to reach behind me and pick up the first thing. So here it is. Hopefully it's in shot. This item is, it's called the UGREEN Smart Digital Life XLR. It's a male to female XLR cable. So it's your standard cable. It's what you're going to plug into your microphone or instrument and plug into like a digital interface or like a mixer. Yeah, so let's open it up and have a feel. So you can get this on Amazon. It's sold by UGREEN, so it's not like a third-party sort of distributor. Here it looks like it's just some information about the cable, like safety stuff, warranty information, contact. So we'll just set that over here. You only have a place for garbage. Here it is here. And if I just check the price, I got this for about $10 on Amazon. So it comes in, standard packaging. So checking out the cable, it's wrapped up nicely. They give you these sort of twisty things, which are useful, for tying up cables that you're not using. So that's always good. So we'll just unravel it. Okay. So this is the cable here. Let's see if I can get it in shot. This is the male end. And you know what? This is my first XLR cable, so I don't really know what I'm looking for. But I'll tell you, it's a thick cable. I'm pulling on the end of the connector, and it feels pretty sturdy. If you can hear that here. I'm just clicking on the casing, and that's a metal casing. There's the clip there, and that would plug into your microphone. And it has a good spring to it. Doesn't seem like it's something that would get loose. And maybe I can just clip it in here. Let's see. Oh, that's a nice click. So there it is. UGREEN XLR male to female 6-foot cable. Alright, let's put that aside. Okay, this next item, it's called the BM800 Studio Pack microphone. It's a very inexpensive microphone, and it's a starter kit. And when I first saw it on Amazon, I was a bit skeptical because there was so much that you got in the box for such a low price. The price is $60, and you get a bunch of stuff. It's by Xingyu. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And I got the Aurora Red microphone. So I'm gonna put it on the table here, and we're gonna open things up, and we'll try to talk about it. I don't know too much about audio specifications, but you know, we'll handle the items and we'll talk about it a bit. So this is the box that came inside of another box that Amazon shipped to me. You know, just a normal box. It says microphone on the side there. Microphone. And there's their little logo. And it says Xingyu. And then there's the color pattern of it. Okay, we're just gonna lift it up here, and you know, already you can see, you know, some of the things are out, not completely packaged. But we'll go through the pamphlets first, and then we'll handle the other stuff, and we'll check it out. So so this looks like it's an introduction to what Xingyu is all about. It probably talks about their microphone. It says they offer a variety of condenser microphones and how to contact them. So that's good. If there's anything wrong with it, you can just contact them and maybe they can help us out. So put that aside. Check out the next one. And there it says there. Let's get it into shot. BM800. And this is the product specification page here. It tells you how to plug it into a sound console, which inputs to go into, and you know, it's something to look over when you're unsure, of course. So this isn't packaged, so we'll grab it first. It says USB sound card. What else does it say? 5HV2. So I guess that's the brand of it, the model. Basically, if your computer doesn't have working line inputs, like the microphone 3.5 millimeter, I think they're called aux cables, or if the output on the computer is not working, you can plug this in via USB, and it'll act as a sound card. I'm sure it gets recognized as a generic audio device, and that's how that works. So, a neat little thing here. We'll put that aside. So, this looks like an XLR to a 3.5 millimeter cable, and it looks pretty long here. How long is this cable? It doesn't say anything on the cable though, but you can well, I could feel the difference between this spring clip and the housing of this unit compared to the other cable that I bought, and the UGREEN one, definitely superior in quality, but this one allows you to plug into a 3.5 millimeter. You can see. Okay, we'll set that aside. don't know what to grab next. Okay, so I'll grab this thing. So now you can see in the packaging they kind of just squished it in there, and you can see it's a foam windscreen, and it got kind of squished, so I'm not too happy about that. But maybe if I leave it out, it might regain its form, but that's not too nice. Let's see if I can get a good shot of that. So this is the windscreen. I recommend getting like a furry windscreen. I have that on the microphone that I'm using right now. The microphone that I'm using, that you're listening to, is an H1 Zoom, and I have that plugged into a computer via USB, and you can hear the quality that I'm getting from this microphone. It isn't a condenser microphone. It's a XY microphone layout. So if you imagine my fingers as the microphone, they're sort of crisscrossed, and you speak at the ends. But then that's the windscreen that they give you, and you could see the packaging wasn't too good. So this is something that I was particularly interested in when I saw this deal on Amazon, and it's a C-clamp arm for a microphone. Sorry for the wrapping sound. And just holding it, not really using it. It feels pretty sturdy. I'm actually quite impressed. It looks like you have a knob here to adjust the strength of the arm. I'm just gonna grab something here. It might get a little bit noisy. So this is the C-clamp, and I think I'm gonna need some scissors to open this. So there's your C-clamp, if I can get it in shot. And that's just going to go to inside of a table, and you're going to wind it tight. This came with it. I'm not exactly sure where you screw that in, but I'm sure I'll figure it out after. So like I was saying before, the C-clamp, the arm, it feels really sturdy. It's made of a metallic material. These are like standard springs here, but they seem to be doing the job. So it's pretty good for, if like a basic setup, if you don't have one already. I'm using these sort of wire microphone stands where you can twist and bend them and to position the mic as close as possible to where you want them to pick up. But if you twist them too much, they're gonna lose their strength and become unusable, and that's sort of how my ones are right now. So an arm like this with its rigid feeling, definitely something something you want to use, especially at a value that I got it with this studio kit. Okay, so we'll put that aside. Oh, I'm going to unbox this one really quickly. So this looks like a mount for a dynamic microphone. One of those microphones that you hold in your hand. And this looks like the mount for that. You just slide the microphone in there. And this looks like it's threaded So you just sort of screw it on to the arm that I showed previously. So that's neat to have. Oh, just a reminder, you can get all these things on Amazon from Zingyou. That's ZINGYOU. They have their own they have their own Amazon account, so you can just search them and check out their items and see this this sort of studio package if you're interested. So right now, I'm unboxing what is called a windscreen, and this comes in the studio package. I didn't cut it. Sorry about this. So there it is, a windscreen. It's fabric, and the job of the windscreen is to eliminate plosiveness in vocals. So like your P's, if you breathe heavy into the microphone, this is supposed to act as a diffuser and to expand the air. So if the air comes in through one end, it actually like diffuses it and redirect it and makes it less harsh on the microphone. It also has a C clamp, so this probably can attach to a desk or the arm that I showed previously. And I'm feeling, excuse me, I'm feeling the sort of joint between the windscreen and the C clamp, and it's really sturdy. It seems like you can position it and it's going to hold strong. I'm just going to do a little bit of a flick test so you can hear the type of material. So it feels like an alloy of some type. The ring itself is plastic, but this isn't something that you handle poorly. It's going to be mounted, and it's usually going to stay in position. You might move it, to swap your mic in and mic out, but usually this sort of stuff stays in position, so less damage can occur to it. So not bad. So I'm pretty excited about this one here. This is a shock mount. I'm just gonna open this using the scissors. So here we have a shock mount for the BM800 and possibly other microphones that could fit into this diameter. Feeling the quality of the chassis. It's made of a type of metal. It feels really sturdy. The suspension is like I'm not exactly sure, but it's it's supposed to prevent shocks and knocks to your microphone. So like a bang, if you hit the arm, it's gonna prevent the microphone from making like a bang sound. And I'm pretty impressed by the quality of this. I'm not exactly sure how you mount it. So there's two levers here, and you squeeze them together, and it expands the diameter of the ring, and then you just slide your microphone in there, and as you release, it snugs it. There's a rubber material on the inside, so your microphone won't get damaged. The bottom here, there's a It's a threaded, I'm not exactly sure the size of it, but it's threaded. So you screw this on somewhere to your arm, and then your microphone goes in there. So it's like a fabric cord, that I can expand. So not bad. Now I haven't tested any of these things, but I'm just sort of feeling them and comparing it to things that I've used before in the past, and the quality of feel. So that's pretty much what we're doing here. So this is the last thing here from the Xingyu Studio package. And this is the microphone itself right here. So it comes in a plastic sleeve. Just gonna cut this tape here. So I'm just gonna shake it, and it sounds like something's loose. Try to figure out what that is. I don't know, but the quality of the microphone itself, like the casing around the condenser microphone, and right, this is a condenser microphone, so this is going to be good for your drums, setting this up in front of a drum, your vocals for sure. I haven't tested the sound quality, so I don't know if it's going to be sound crisp, but it has a cardioid wave pattern pickup, so it's a forward facing mic, so it means you have to speak in from the front of it, and that's where it's going to pick up. On the sides, it's going to have less effect into the microphone, and that's going to continue around the back side of the microphone. It's XLR input, so this is going to plug into your mixers. The other cable that I showed you before, and you can plug it into a 3.5 millimeter, but I think these require phantom power, so that's like 45.8 or something volts to power this microphone to get the best sounding audio from it. But yeah, so it has like a metal mesh around the condenser itself, and the housing below it is made of a metal. Here, I'll do a little flick so you can hear it. Sounds kind of tinny, but it has an okay weight to it. It comes in the studio package, a value of $50, so you get what you pay for, basically. But I'm excited to try this out and test it. First, the quality of the microphone that you're hearing now. So yeah, we'll put that aside and bring up the next item. Just gonna have a quick sip of my tea. Okay, here is the star of the hour. It's a mixer. It's a USB mixer. It's called and I hope I'm saying this correctly, it's the Behringer or something. Behringer x1204 USB. And like I was saying in the start of the stream, I ordered this initially on Amazon, but there was some issues with delivery, so I went over to Long and McQuaid. It's a local audio store. They have a great selection of audio gear, and I picked this up for about 250 Canadian. And a basic explanation of a mixer. You know, it has inputs. This one here has 12 inputs, and there are 4 outputs. You can plug in stuff like oh, you can't even see on the camera there. See if I move it in. You can plug in XLRs, quarter-inch jacks, so like your guitars, your basses, you can plug this straight in. Then it goes down the channel to like a gain stage. Well, let's open it up and then I'll explain more about it. So I'm just gonna slice the tape on the top here. That's just the sound of the cardboard tabs holding the lid up. I'm just going to move this keyboard so I have a little bit more space. So I just want to say that this product is designed in Germany and made in China. So I guess you know, in China they might have the components and they assemble it there, but you know, everything like the circuitry, you know, the onboard processing, coding of the hardware, you know, it's all done in Germany. And it's assembled in China, kind of like your iPhone. Oops, sorry about that. I'm just gonna mute the audio here while I readjust this microphone. Okay, sorry about that. We're back. A little bit of technical difficulties. Okay, so opening up here. Let's see, can I pull this straight out? All right. So this is the first thing that you can pull right out of the box. It's held together with some Scotch tape. If I could just find my knife, I can just make a slice. Get it open. Try not to nick the cables. Alright, so they're 2 separate cables. Alright, so the first one is a power cord. You're going to need an external power source for this. So like a wall outlet. You know, standard stuff. It's what you plug into like a computer power supply. And this next cable here, so I'm not sure if I mentioned before, but this is a USB mixer. So you can plug this into your computer and basically mix audio into a digital audio workstation on your computer. So you know, that's a great feature. You know, that's a selling point of a lot of these mixers. And it's just standard cables here, USB. And they give you a good length. So, you know, routing your cables, you know, they don't give you like a small 3-foot one. It seems like just over 6 foot or something. So I wasn't expecting this. It looks like a bracket or something. Let me just get rid of the plastic. And there's two brackets here. So like I said before, these are some brackets. I'm not exactly sure how the unit actually mounts on this. It might mount like that, or the other way, or you can maybe, you know, make it sort of stand up so it's elevated towards you. I don't know, but they're pretty heavy duty mounting braces. So we'll put that aside. So, you know, as usual, foam to keep it in place. Trying to unbox this. Oh, and just a heads up, this is my first ever unboxing video. First ever that I'm doing something live like this. So, you know, I'm not experienced at this, so I'm kind of winging it. So let's see if I can get this out. We really should have some type of sample playing as I pull this out. So just a gander inside of the box. There's nothing else in there, so we'll just put that aside. Get rid of the last piece of foam. Alright, so there it is. There you can see, get a decal. I guess it's nice. You can, you know, put it somewhere. This is the user manual, the quick start guide says on it, and you know, they have English, Spanish, French, German, and PT. So I'm not sure exactly what PT is, what language PT is. So definitely something that you want to, you know, glance through before using something like this. It's gonna probably tell you what all the knobs do, how to set it up, you know, that sort of thing. You know, it says the x1204 USB premium 12 input 2-bus mixer with a preamp and compressor, British EQ, 12-bit multi-effects processing, USB audio interface. Alright, so we'll put that aside and have a look at the mixer itself. So it's packaged in plastic. They use tape to hold it together. The packaging, you know, is pretty good. The mixer's not shaking around. That's what you want from packaging, right? You want it to hold your stuff in place and look good. So we're just going to use some scissors to slice across at one end and pull the unit out. So hopefully you can see this as clear as I can. Oh, We're gonna pause the audio just now and readjust the microphone. It's fallen out of its mount. Sorry about that. Okay, we're back. So here it is, the 1204 Behringer USB audio mixer. So there are your inputs. So like I was explaining before, you have your XLR in, and that can it actually provides phantom power. If I could spin this around, you can see on the back here there's a switch. Let's see if I can get it closer to the camera there. It's a physical switch, and that's going to turn on phantom power. So if your microphone is a dynamic microphone or a condenser microphone that requires power, you can turn that on, and the power is going to be sent through these XLR ports, and these ports are mono ports, into your microphone, and you're going to sound crystal clear. I heard the preamps on these are pretty good. Some people were saying there's a little bit of a hiss, but they're not too bad for an expensive product like this. You have your 3.5 line in, sorry, not 3.5, quarter inch. So that's gonna take like your guitar, your bass, a keyboard. Next, there's a button here, and this is a low cut switch, and that steps down the dB, and it says I think it's 18 dB cut. So that's what that button does. Next is your gain knob, so you can adjust how much input is coming through your microphone through the XLR. And like I said before, I'm not I know just as much as the other guy in audio, so this is just what I've learned online. So going down, so that's your gain switch. The knobs, they have a nice resistance to them, and they don't feel wiggly at all. The next one is your compressor. So this mixer comes with a compressor. That's something unique with this mixer. A lot of mixers in this price range don't come with compressors, and the compressor is gonna keep all your sound. How can I explain this? It keeps all your sound leveled so you don't trip. So you can essentially get really loud into the microphone and get really close and not trip. And the audio levels are gonna stay within range. You have a 3-band EQ system. They call it the British EQ. You have your highs, mids, and lows. And one of the tips that I've heard is to always take away EQ instead of adding. So yeah, those were those 3 knobs there, and like I said, they have like a good resistance to them. They're not wiggly, so don't worry about them coming out if you twist them a little too hard. This is your, I think, mix in and mix out, and I'm not too sure how to use that just yet, but that's what the red knob is. This knob here, the orange one, is your effects knob. So this mixer with the compression comes with 16 effects. It's a multi-fixer processor, 24-bit, and this is how you channel it in. And there's like an LCD here, and here's a programmer switch, and you can go through the different type of effects here. So you have reverb, ambience, delay, modulation, and detune pitch. And those have subcategories. Like in the reverb, they have hall, room, plate, gate, different things fun things to experiment. The switch after that, the knob after that, is a pan. So you can pan. It is mono. This I think they call it a bus. It is mono, but you can pan it to your left, and if you have another input in the second bus, you can pan that one right, and essentially have a stereo input there. This button here, kind of hard to see. Here has a nice click to it, and that's your mute button. So you can mute this single channel just by clicking that. And I think there's a yellow light there, a little LED, and when you click mute, that yellow LED lights up. Just below that is a red LED, and that tells you when you're clipping, so you can adjust your gain. There's people have videos dedicated on how to set up a microphone, adjust your gain knobs to get the cleanest feed without tripping. And this mixer here comes equipped with sliders, so you can adjust the audio into the main mix this way as well. These sliders, they have a little bit of wiggle to them, left and right, but up and down it's nice and smooth. Small resistance, and that's what they do. So that's basically these 4 channels here, and 5 and 6, 7 and 8. These knobs are let me have a look here. They're similar as well. We talked about these inputs here. You have more inputs up here. Let's see if I can adjust this device here so you can sort of see it better. I wish there was a way I could prop it up. I think that's the best I'm going to be able to do. So just kind of hold it and go through it. Oops. So you have stereo ins. These are line-in stereos. So they're similar to the mono ones here, but these are stereo. So you can put a left and a right, and it goes into that channel. 2 more stereos here. And I'm not exactly sure what these 6 here do, but I think these are outputs. You can like output them. This one says effects next to it, so I think if you have like a let's say you have like a pedal for vocals that like puts a delay on it, and you don't want to use the mixer's effects, you can plug that in there and route your XLR through that, into that, and then into a channel or into this stereo input. It's very confusing, but you can do something like that. You have a foot switch for the effects. This one here named phones, that's your live feed, so you can plug in a set of headphones, 1/4 inch, or if you don't have 1/4 inch and they're 3.5, you can use an adapter like this, and that will plug right into the phones there, and you can listen to your mix live. You have some more RCA inputs, so if you have audio coming from something like a CD player, MP3 player, or in my case, how I'm going to do it is a PlayStation, you can actually plug them in there, and that's going to get routed into your mixer as well. So we talked a little bit of this side already. This is your sort of effects module here. So here's some more switches I'm not too sure about. I heard a little bit about these buttons here. When these are engaged, this actually sends audio from these channels. So if you have a mic plugged in, you'd use one of these buttons here, and this actually sends it into the main mix, so you can actually hear it. And there's I think if you're using USB, you're gonna have the red one plugged in. I think if you're using 3 and 4, you plug the second one in. But yeah, I gotta figure out how to use this, how to set it up. More sliders here at the bottom. Your main mix, you got left and right. Again, good resistance, a little bit of wiggle left and right, but that's okay. If we just look at the back here, so like I mentioned before, you have your power. There's a power switch, so you can turn it on and off. Your phantom power, on and off. These are called main outputs, so they're an XLR cable, and those can go to like speakers. You have alt outputs, and these are 1/4 inch, and then you have some more outputs, and these go like, this one's called control room out, so these can also take a 1/4 inch and output the speakers. And there's your USB. I'm not sure if this is, I think it's 2.0. I'm not sure if it's 3.0. I think it's 2.0. But that gives you an idea of the speed and the data transfer rate. You know, it's pretty heavy. It's about 3 pounds, 4 pounds. Sort of like a metallic casing on the outside, and you know, it feels really sturdy. It doesn't feel like it's gonna move or break. You know, it feels like a premium product. They advertise it as a premium product, and you know, it feels like one. So I think that's gonna conclude this unboxing. We opened the UGREEN XLR Cable, BM800 Studio Pack microphone. I think I said UGREEN microphone. I meant UGREEN XLR cable. And the Behringer 1204 audio mixer, which this is here. So if you like what you heard, you want to see maybe more unboxings, if I get something else, hit that follow button and subscribe. And that's going to conclude this video. I just wanted to try something different. You know, it's not a review of the product. It's just an unboxing and a little bit of explanation of what these things do. All right, well, thanks for watching. Orange Pylon out.